Good morning, all of you. So, in earlier class, we discussed about the relationship between the load factor and loss factor, and obtaining the ranging the range of a loss factor in the load factor. Now, in today's class, we are going to be discuss the classification of loads. So, the electrical energy utilized by the consumers in different manners. For example, one consumer may be utilized for a domestic or residential purpose. One consumer may be utilized for agricultural purpose. One consumer may be utilized for manufacturing purpose. One consumer may be utilized for commercial purpose. So, in this society, the electrical energy is utilized by the consumers in different manners. So based upon the utilization, the loads are classified into different types. Yes. So let us see here. A load or power requirement of a consumer varies widely, but in general, the consumers can be grouped into few categories as their demands or needs. So the broad classification of the loads are: first one, domestic or residential loads. Second one, commercial loads. Commercial loads in the sense loads used for electric power utilized for the business establishments, shops, hospitals, military operations. So those all are considered as the commercial loads. And agricultural loads. The third one is the agricultural loads, and fourth one is industrial loads. Yes. So according to the consumer utilization, these loads are to be classified. So whatever may be the manner in which the utilization of electrical power in the society, all those comes under this passion. Yes. So simply domestic or residential loads, in our general observation, the electric power utilized in household purpose. Commercial in the sense all the business, shops, cine complexes, shopping malls, hospitals, and such type of all loads are comes under the commercial loads. Agricultural loads, these loads are seasonal loads. These loads cannot be turned on continuously because these loads are turned on when the sufficient groundwater levels are available in the ground. Industrial loads, this loads decides the economy of the country. So therefore, whatever may be the manner in which the electrical power is utilized by the consumers, all consumers are concerned with these four categorization only. Yes. All these loads will have peak demands at different times. That means that all the loads cannot utilize the electrical power simultaneously. Residential loads, it may be hardly used from 6 to 10 p.m. Like that, the peak loads are different from one load to the other load. So that is, all these loads will have a peak demands at different times and for different durations. Industrial and commercial loads may have two peak load periods, whereas agricultural loads are seasonal and they vary differently. Yes. Domestic and residential loads are these are very common loads in every day-to-day life. So let us initiate what is the system load duration curve, everything. So you observe here the nature of the loads. You see here, load characteristics are usually presented as a load curves or load duration curves. Load curve is the graph between load in kVA, load in kilowatts, and the time in hours. So you observe here, at any instant of the time, the load curve or load duration curve is a plot between load versus time in hours. Load in kilowatts, time in hours. So this is the load curve in a single day having 24 hours of the time. It may be also referred to the load on any day during a week at show. So on x-axis, load is to be represented, on y-axis, time is to be represented. Time in the sense, it is a complete day or 24 hours of duration. And as per our classification, there are 4 types of loads are considered. One is the residential or domestic loads, another one is commercial loads, another one is industrial loads, another one is agricultural loads. So already we discussed about that agricultural loads are seasonal loads. That loads will turn on when the sufficient rain, sufficient groundwaters are available. Otherwise, those loads cannot be considered into account. And majorly, we are considering industrial, commercial, and residential loads. Yes. So you see here residential loads. This is the midnight at 12 p.m. So except a minimum amount of why, because all the humans are sleeping in this time, therefore all the gadgets, all the lights, everything is switched off, and only a little load on the system in the form of ACs or whatever it may be, fans or and this load, when day started from 6 a.m. onwards, so see how this load is to be increasing, and this load will be maximum utilized during the 6 p.m. to up to 10 or 11 p.m. Because in this duration, all the persons in the society come to houses after completing their offices and works and everything, and this is the relaxation time. Here all are opening their, all are utilizing their loads like lights, fans, everything. So that's why at this time it will give the peak load. Similarly, considering the industrial and business loads, it has a 2 peak times. See, more industrial in the sense there are shift timings, morning one shift, afternoon one shift, like that. But at night time, the industrial loads are almost very little, except some industries are functioning continuously. So it has to, and almost commercial load also same thing. Commercial load also follows the industrial. And considering all the types of loads and dry the system load is the peak dotted line, represented as a dotted line here. It is the system peak load. Yes. So this is the individual and system load curves. It is represented between the load versus time. And let's go for the what's the various types of loads and its characteristics one by one. So in this regards, the first one is the domestic or residential loads. So domestic or residential loads in the sense the electrical energy utilized for residential purpose. What are the kind of appliances generally utilized? Is so generally from very average families onwards to up to high families, they are generally very essential appliances like lights, fans, domestic appliances such as heaters, refrigerators, air conditioners, mixers, ovens, heating ranges, and small motor for pumping waters, various other small household appliances. That means that nowadays lights and fans, refrigerators, television, mixers, all these are the very common in each and every family. So therefore, the various factors such as a demand factor, diversity factor, load factor for the domestic and residential appliances are observed. The demand factor is 70 to 100%. Yes. So high demand for the residential and domestic, residential or domestic appliances. And diversity factor may be 1.2 to 1.3. So that means the diversity factor already we defined. It is the sum of the individual maximum demands by coincident maximum demand. Yes. So load factor, average load by peak load, it is 10 to 15%. And you can observe the characteristics of these loads. The characteristics of these loads already we discussed in the earlier slide. So load curve, it is always load versus time, but load duration curve is say for a particularly a single day from 12 a.m. to exactly same time over a 24 hours of the duration. The nature of the characteristics you can observe here. So this is peak from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m., not more than that. Remaining all the residential loads due to the sunlight, all lighting loads are turned off during daytime and only highly used from 6 p.m. to the 11 p.m. Apart from that, these loads are very less. So this is the characteristics of residential or domestic loads. Yes, so we all are aware of this. In what time the residential loads are very peak. Yes, this diagram represents the typical residential load curve representation, and similarly you can observe here in AC systems, kVA demand is more approximate than the kilowatt demand, and load power factor is also important for us. So typically the residential load curve representation already we observed, and the power factor for various appliances utilized in our houses are different from one appliance to the other appliance. So power factor, what is the essence or importance of power factor here is the consumers utilizing different applications from different manufacturers. So those power factors are vary from one appliance to the other appliance. So let us see here a fluorescent majority of the times. So now the experts are suggesting fluorescent lamps for minimizing the power utility or power reduction. But nowadays all are goes to the fluorescent tips. It has hardly 0.6 to 0.8 power factor. And similarly, arc lamps and neon lamps we are observing where the filament has that. It has very low power factor from 0.4 to 0.7. And for fans and small motors, fans consisting of single phase induction motors, it has hardly 0.5 to 0.8. And electronic gadgets, 0.6 to 0.8 power factor. And arc furnaces, it is the 0.8 to 0.9. And induction furnaces, it is the 0.75 to 0.85. So therefore, to tolerate this power factor to unity, the utility has taken care about the power factor correction. So that is also going to be discussed in this subject in the 4th unit. So see according to the local companies, this range of the power factor also changed. Yes. So this is about the domestic or residential load. Let us move for the second one, which is the commercial loads. So commercial loads belongs to the semi complexes, shopping malls, business centers, business shops. Yes. So generally they are used lights for decoration purpose, ventilation, air conditioners. This plays major role in the commercial loads. So this consists mainly of lighting for shops and advertisements. Fans, air conditioners, heaters, and other electrical appliances used in commercial establishments such as shops, restaurants, marketplaces, etc. So the characteristics of commercial loads are shown here. It has hardly this load is very little. And all the shops will open at exactly 10 a.m. in the morning. and there is a lunch break in the 1 to 2 duration. Again, it will increases to the peak value. So therefore, the commercial loads have a two peak times. Two peak times due to the lunch time is considered into account. Yes, and almost all the shops will shut down 8 to 9, not more than that. Yes, so that is the reason the utility of electric power in commercial loads will have a two peak timings. So you observe the load duration curve for a day, how it varies over the 24 hours of the time. So this representation is the typical commercial load curve representation. You observe the peak timings. Yes, so the demand factor is usually very high, 90 to 100%. Suppose if you power is not there, the business is very dull. So that's why the demand is very essential. So there depends upon the electricity board, and simultaneously they are made their own arrangements like generators or anything. So diversity factor is 1.1 to 1.2, and load factor is 25 to 30%. So in the total of 100%, the load factor is 25 to 30% of the load goes to the commercial side. Yes, and the next one, which is the agricultural loads. So we know majority of the persons having a well idea about the agricultural loads. Agricultural loads in the sense, for any crop, water is essence. So the water is either from bore wells, otherwise from canals. It is lifted through motors. For running the motors, electric power is essential. Otherwise, water is pumping from bore well, motors are required. Motors are running with electrical supply. So these are for cultivating the lands. Yes. So almost India, around 50 to 60% of the irrigation completely depends on the groundwater pumping or lifting the water from the tanks or nearby canals. So the most of the rural irrigations in India depends on groundwater pumping or lifting water from the tanks or nearby canals. So usually depends on the depth of the water availability. So this type of load is required for supplying water for irrigation by means of suitable pumps driven by electric motors. The load factor is generally taken as 20 to 25%, diversity factor as 1 to 1.5, and the demand factor as 90 to 100%. Yes, this is also very important load. Why? Because the agricultural loads in some areas due to sufficient water, the motors are continuously running. And the characteristics point of view, agricultural loads does not have a specific load duration curves. Why? Because when it on, when it off, we don't know. That depends upon the season of rain. Yes, in sometimes no rains, no loads. The rains are sufficient, the loads will continuously run. See here, I just put a point here. The load curve has no specific characteristics because these loads depends on rainy seasons. So once rains are sufficiently there, then only these loads will come into picture. Otherwise, there is no agricultural loads. So that is the reason this curve, this agricultural load does not have a specific load duration, say load duration curve or load duration shape. Yes, and the next one, which is the industrial load. So industrial, we know almost industries play a greater role in the development of the country and also decide the economy of the country. So there are different industries based upon the strength and size of the industries. So based upon the power utility also, we can define cottage industries, medium scale industries, large scale industries like this. So these loads may be of the following typical power ranges. Those are cottage industries, always utilize less than 5 kilowatt of power per month. and small scale industries 25 to 25 kilowatts, and medium scale industries 25 to 100 kilowatts, and long scale industries 100 to 500 kilowatts, and finally heavy industries above 500 kilowatts. So based upon the power utility or utilization, the industries are classified: cottage industries, small scale industries, medium scale industries, long scale industries, and heavy industries. Yes, and you can observe that the characteristics of these curves, the characteristics of the industrial loads. So here also the load duration curve is to be considered for 24 hours of the time, and it is load versus time. You observe here, this is also almost similar to that of the commercial load duration curve. It has two peak loads. Yes, in some industries has 2 shifts, some industries has 3 shifts, but this is the majority of the load in the disk. Yes, so due to this, there is a due to high utilization of load, the manufacturing sector will develop in the country, and that too it is boost up the economy of the country. So you can observe here, this is the most important load in out of all the types of loads, and this should decides the growth rate of the country. So you can observe here, these loads night is very little, very small. From morning 6 or 7 onwards, the loads are rising because the company starts manufacturing or making whatever it. Different companies are there; they are making different things, different tools, and employees starts working from morning shift, and there is a noon, lunch time, and shift change time. Again, the new shift will come, and therefore utilizing high energy. And almost all the companies shut down during the night time, except some very little companies. Okay, this is the typical industrial load curve representation. We discuss about the load factor and loss factor for various categories here. You can observe here, the last 2 types of loads needs power over a long period. Heavy industries and long scale industries require a continuous long period of power which remains fairly uniform throughout the day. For large scale industrial loads, the demand factor may be taken as 70 to 80%, and load factor may be 60 to 65%. So see the load factor, the impact of load factor. Out of 100%, around 60 to 70% of the power goes to the industries. Yes, whereas heavy industries, demand factor may be taken as 85 to 90%, with a load factor of 70 to 80%. The load characteristics already discussed in earlier slide. Okay, thank you. So this is about the classification of loads. According to the consumer's utilization, the loads are classified as residential or domestic loads, commercial loads, agricultural loads, and industrial loads. So what is the load? What are the various applications utilized, various appliances utilized with respect to the load, and those characteristics are analyzed simply here. Thank you. So I will start with the problems related to the unit number 1 in the next class onwards. So thank you. And one more thing, here my mail ID and contact number is available. Anybody having any doubt, post a message, otherwise mail me. I will respond and clarify your doubts. Thank you. Thank you, Ananda.